The fertilizer is totally working! Okay, not really, but I've been doing all this research on manifestation and positive self-talk, and I think it's going to be really helpful for me. Anyway, I'm actually glad you're back because... Drum roll once again, please. I've got a brand new plan to become a real plant. A real plant plan. After the fertilizer debacle, I went back to the drawing board, started my research from scratch. And it turns out I was missing a key ingredient in my whole appraisal of the situation. Are you sure you're ready for this? It's called the woot. I think you're really gonna connect with this. The woot basically is love. I know it sounds cheesy, but hear me out. It means encouragement, visibility. Woot is the essence of giving someone support, cheering them on, believing in them. And you don't even necessarily have to feel those things in order to give them to someone. That's the crazy part. You can offer someone the woot before you feel it. And in the offering, and by them receiving it, you actually get it too. You know what this sounds like, right? Total magic! I am so glad that you get it. Yes, so glad you asked. Allow me to introduce to you...
Chrissy holds up a small green and pink watering can. It seems pretty unremarkable to your eye, but you suppose you'll have to wait and see.
The wootering can! This can, the technology in this humble garden implement is so specialized that it can literally hold and transfer the pure essence of woot from the can to me. And through the power of the woot, presto, I become real. The woot doesn't exist only in this can, of course, but according to the manufacturers, this is the most efficient way to preserve the power of the woot and transfer it in its purest form. Yeah, that totally works too. If you were intending to woo me. Which would be interesting. Are you? I have to say, I might just take you up on that. Provided you help make me real first. We can talk about that later. Anyway, I'm sure you can imagine how much woot is lost to evaporation in a traditional transfer procedure. Misconception. Woot is an essence. It's made more of thought and intention than of matter. When I first learned about it, I just assumed it was like peanut butter. But nope. Essence. I've already filled the can, but the woot charging ceremony as described in the instructions takes 2. So we do the ceremony, and then you water me, or you wooter me, I guess, and then... I'm real. Ah, so exciting! What do you think? Are you ready? Yes! Ah, you are so cool! Okay, so to start, we both stand next to the can. Do we hold hands? No. Okay. And we both deliberately imagine the Woot making its way from the can across the medium of the water, intertwining with my roots. Exactly! And when we have this image firmly in our mind's eyes, we say with a big breath, and the Woot shall be. Woot shall be? Yep, Woot shall be. Okay. Imagining. Okay, I've got it. Do you have it? Wonderful! Okay, ready for the words? Here we go. And the Woot shall be. Great! Quick! Pour the water!
You pour the Woot, or the watering can at any rate, doing your best to think positive thoughts for sweet Prissy.
Is it working? I feel like it's working! The fertilizer kind of tingled like pins and needles. This is much more soft, warm. It's like that time someone thought I was real and left me in a greenhouse for a few hours at the home warehouse. Gosh, what a fantastic day that was! I got to talk to a hydrangea, a real one. Can you see a difference?
Prissy looks just as she had before, save for a bit of extra moisture on her leaves.
Oh boy, if I have to stomach one more time that it hasn't worked, that I'm still not real, that I'm just a plastic plant, no different from a grocery bag or a bike tire. Oh no. It's amazing what you can take, isn't it? And you don't have a choice. I will. I'll try until it works. I think I'd better rest now. Tired, but not defeated. Thanks for your help. You're just the best. I think this would be a lot harder without someone who believes in me.
Once again, Dorian stands in your way.
Are you trying to leave again? Are you sure? There are still more conversations to be had with all of us. There are still more of us to be realized. It's just plain good advice, that.
Hey there. Fancy a meal? Hard to have a proper conversation in here. Location's less than ideal, you know. That dang fool Scandelabra never shuts his yap. The dang Candelabra, absolute maniac. Always going on and on about scandal this and scandal that. And effulging his goddamn knob. Like we ain't all sitting here in full view. Get a room for that, buddy. Just a fancy way of saying he's polishing the little ridge above his base. He just likes to make it sound as filthy as possible. Always moaning and groaning about it, like a ghost with a bellyache. Guess it ain't all bad, though. At least we got Rainy's sweet music here. Record player. Lovely gal. Big partier. Always has great music going. Yep, makes putting up with Scandelabra a little easier. Oh, but look at me jawing about all that like we ain't got nothing but time. Let me get back to work.
Hey, I'm glad you came back. I've been thinking about some things, and maybe I did get a little carried away before with the fertilizer and the watering can. Although, I can feel a little bit of a difference. You believing in the magic has helped so much. I'm not totally real yet, but I really think I'm closer than I was. Don't you think? I like that. Yeah. Everything matters, if only a little bit. I don't think I was wrong, per se, about those other products, but I feel like those things weren't addressing the real problem. I think maybe I've got bugs. bugs. I think maybe part of the reason I haven't become real yet is that I'm actually afraid to because there are bugs on me. Exactly. So here's what I'm thinking. It's vinegar.
Prissy hands you a bottle of ordinary no-frills vinegar, presumably white, but the label isn't even that specific.
It does. At least according to the real plants I've talked to. But one day I'll be real, so it applies. Can you? Just spritz it on my leaves or brush my leaves with it. It'll drive out the bugs that are there, and it'll make sure that no new bugs come. Even bugs don't like the smell of vinegar. It's like a universal thing. Yes! Thank you. It's hard to stay hopeful sometimes. It really helps to have someone around who believes in me. Probably wouldn't surprise you to know that there are quite a few folks around here who think I've spent too long in the sun. Her leaves are a melting. That's what they say when they think I can't hear them. Can you believe that? Yeah, I don't think they're trying to hurt me, but it's just... Thank you for not being like that. Me too. Alrighty, I'm ready. Vinegar me. Vinegar me.
You spray Prissy all over with the vinegar, dousing her in the stuff until her leaves shine.
Ooh, it's like a spa shower. Ah, good soil. What a unique and distinctive smell that is. Even if it doesn't get rid of the bugs, I feel a heck of a lot cleaner. I think I feel it working. Oh boy, I hope I feel it working. Hey, thanks for your help. Whether or not this finally does the trick, it's been really nice to have an ally. Don't forget to come back and check on me. Who knows? I might just be real by then.
Hey there, Looker. I'm glad you're here, and I'm going to cut straight to the chase. We've been meeting up and talking quite a bit for a while, more than most people would if they weren't interested in me. And before you can say anything, I have to let you know how I feel about it all. I think you and I get along great. When things start to get real, you aren't afraid to tell me how it is. Honesty at all cost is the way to go. And you make sure that I see things clearly. While I would love for you to go out and experience things, I wouldn't mind if you stopped by and watched the world with me. What do you think? I can truly say that I am excited at the idea of you and I getting closer. It's not every day that someone sees my honesty as a benefit. And for it to be with someone as good-looking as you, whew. You are getting me all fogged up. But let's continue this some other time. I'd love to watch the clouds with you sometime. It's been so lovely getting to know you. I'm glad we got the chance. Oh, you really are such a looker. Found your way into my heart.
You see a slim, dainty gentleman in a well-tailored suit. He's absorbed in the ticking of a fancy pocket watch, but it's the feline ears on his head that most catch your attention. A tail sprouts from just above his backside, moving back and forth in time with the watch.
Tick, tick, tick. Why have you come? I don't see interruption to meditations on the beauty of time on the schedule. Oh, well, I can certainly make time for that. Perhaps you do not know this, as so few are as attuned to time as I am. But punctuality is of the utmost importance. So if you wish to speak to me, you must make an appointment. If VIP stands for very intelligent and punctual, then yes, I am. If you wish to make my acquaintance properly, you will return with an appointment. Sweet heavenly hours, I was so busy reprimanding you, I forgot to introduce myself. Not that you didn't deserve it for breaking from the schedule, but it is no excuse. Timothy Timepiece, at your service. I'm Linus. It most certainly does not. We should all be obsessed with the beauty and perfection of time. The safety of it, really. As long as one abides by the schedule, nothing can be out of place. You will abide by the schedule, won't you? Excellent. I thank you. I will see you at noon sharp, and we can speak then. Do not be early, do not be late, and do not try to see me at another time. If you do, catastrophe, untimeliness. See you then, and not a moment before.
I am the single path from the gymnasium to the first floor bathroom. Without me here, I could see you drenched in sweat after a workout, pathetically wandering from no less than 2 other rooms and doors until at last you are surrounded by the welcoming sight of the washroom. Imagine the shame as your unwashed form slithers across the second floor landing, witnessed by all the other objects, gazing at you from lidless eyes. Where would you be without one such as me? I am nothing but at your service, madam.
Abel is normally so even-keeled and sweet when you see him. The alarmed look on his face really takes you by surprise.
You should have seen him last night. He was hammered.
I beg your pardon?
Sorry. No, kidding. That was the rest of us. Abel was just here making sure everyone else was good, as per usual. Unfortunately, we kind of left a mess here last night, and I swear I was just coming to help him clean it up. But I kind of grabbed for this cup a little too fast. And I fell a little hard onto him.
Next thing you know, I'm a-wobbling like a newborn fawn.
I got most of the beer off of him, but his leg is just like that now.
Me? No. I ain't touched a drop of drink in years.
And you still managed to get hosed anyway.
Ain't got a problem or nothing. Just never liked the way it made me feel. When a table ain't got his mind right, he can't mind others, you know what I mean?
Oh boy, don't get him started on all that. Every group needs a party dad, and that's Abel to a T. You're just in time, honestly. I could really use your help getting him fixed up.
I don't need your help.
Don't blow a gasket, Abel, or whatever you cowboy types say. Don't oversteer your steed, ladies. I don't know.
Beverly.
All right. I'll just go get Tony.
Oh, for the love of... Not him.
Abel sighs, looking deeply frustrated. He leans against the floor with one hand, steadying himself.
Oh, well, I hate to impose, but if you wouldn't mind.
You take Abel's hand, steadying him, and draping his arm around your shoulder.
Oh, dang. Wasn't expecting you to get so close. Been a real long time since I was this close to someone else. Oh, no, not at all. It's nice. I got so used to just doing things on my own, you know. A feller can do with some reminders of how good it can be to rely on others every now and again. You're a real decent sort. I won't forget this.
Tony's arrival leaves no room for further conversation. He struts in, twirling a screwdriver in each hand and grinning like a used car salesman.
Tony to the rescue! Oof. Boy, look at you, Abel.
Abel turns away from the two of you, humiliated to his very core.
Why'd it have to be him?
Hey, come on now, guy. Ain't nothing wrong with being rescued by Tony. Can't tell you how many times I get someone all over this house to fix our friends up. Fix me, Tony, please. And I come through every time.
You break more'n you fix.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. You keep talking shit like that and I won't fix your leg. You wanna do your job wobbling all the livelong day? That what you want?
What I want, you don't want to know.
Huh?
No.
Just say the words, fix me, Tony. That's all it takes. Hey, I ain't being a dick, just asking for some basic respect. Or whatever, I'm not gonna waste my breath. I'm a professional, and I'm gonna do the job.
Tony bends down under the table, getting to work tightening a screw. Tony whistles as he works, but there's not much to it. He's back up after a few moments, pocketing the screwdriver.
All right, I see you stand on that leg now.
Abel tests his weight on his leg, sighing with relief when he stands steady.
Well, thanks, Tony. Good as new.
Well, you're welcome. At least getting a thank you out of you ain't so hard.
Abel's smile grows rigid.
Sure ain't. Ooh, bet you must have lots else to fix around the house now.
What? No, not really. I mean, yeah. Oh, tons of work to do. Busy, busy, busy. I'll have to fix more shit.
Tony struts back out of the room, leaving silence in his wake. Abel takes his hat off and wipes his brow, quietly calming himself.
Tarnation, that toolbox really gets my goat. This time, he walks around this house acting like he's God's gift for doing what anyone should do. He makes helping people all about himself and his god-dang ego. Makes me so mad I could just spit. Dang. You're right. I ain't gonna waste no more of my time on that blabbermouth toolbox. Still, thank you for sticking with me in a low spot. I ain't glad to be seen like this, but it ain't so bad with you. You see? That's just the way it ought to be. Anywho, I've wasted enough of your time today. You go on now. Go on. Get.
There's something different about Prissy today. She almost seems alive, which is a strange thing to say about a plastic plant. Could it be?
Well, 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 look who it is! My genuine, honest tobacco hero. You did it! We did it! I don't know exactly how it happened, if it was one of the things we did or all of them together. Or maybe it was just the magic of having someone who believed in me and showed up for me. But I am real. I am real and I'm everywhere. I think we can agree that even if there's some sciencey mumbo-jumbo at work, that there's absolutely magic. I just cannot ever thank you enough. You made my dream come true. I'd say I could die of happiness if I wasn't so gosh darn alive. And I feel beautiful too. I can't even express to you what this feels like. It feels like something has been missing for so long, and now it's home. I'm complete. Everything is all right. And now... Thank you for believing. I have love. Just when I thought my life couldn't possibly get any better, I have love. You know, it's funny. I guess part of me always thought that if I ever found love, it would be a big, splashy thing. I mean, obviously in my fantasies before, I was a real clan, but there was always something else that made it really special. Oh, I don't know. Like fireworks maybe, or like a big party, or maybe an orchestra playing and everyone dancing and laughing. But now I'm here and I'm real and I have that thing I've always wanted. And it is enough. Because I love me. It turns out to be really quiet and simple. Just the realization that I love me. I guess I always did. I just didn't know it. So you loving me isn't a great big thing. It's the right thing. It makes sense. And I wouldn't want it any other way. I know. Such a surprising one, too. To want something for so long and then get it, only to realize that it's totally wonderful and you didn't really need it this whole time. Amazing. Thank you for that. My love? Ooh, that sounds nice.
The petite blonde thespian turns her attention to you suddenly, greeting you with a cheerful smile.
Oh, hey there! I didn't realize I had an audience.
She draws a hand over her face, perhaps to help her concentrate. And then...
La 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 la! Acting, of course. I put on a different play each day of the week. Today is Tusical, the Tuesday musical. The play of the day is Pleathers. It's a dark comedy set in a high school. Hey, you wouldn't be interested in joining me up here, would you? Great. Can't wait to see what you can do. I'm sure you'll break a leg, but don't break too many. I only have 4 of them. We each pick stock roles and then improvise our way through a little sketch. The genre is our guide. We're very commedia dell'arte here. I'll give you a character, and you can direct the story from there. Oh, don't worry. It's no big deal. We're just playing. There are no stakes at all. We usually don't even have an audience. The important thing is that you have fun. Oh, and that you're comfortable. I am big on the actors being comfortable in their space, so we shouldn't do anything too intense before we get comfortable performing with one another. That means no roughhousing and no... for lack of a better word, no being a creep. So as long as you follow that rule, I'll play along with anything you say and do. Promise. There's no wrong answers. That's the spirit! And remember, If it ever gets too much for you or you're uncomfortable with the subject matter, you just let me know. Let's pick a safe word. You say the word, and we'll stop doing whatever we're doing. Okay? My word is Davenport. If I say Davenport, it means we stop what we're doing. Go ahead and pick your safe word. Ooh, that's a fun one! Didgeridoo. Didgeridoo. Didgeridoo! Okay, I got it. Great! Let me introduce you to today's audience. Hello, audience!
Hello.
Aren't you lucky? Mayor Celia the Ceiling is in attendance.
Oh, come now, Jeremy. Don't scare them off. We've actually already met.
Oh, really? Wow. Who would have guessed that our new scene partner had friends in such high places? Literally.
Har, har. Never heard that one before.
Mayor Celia's a big fan of classic musicals. Today's play is a little newer, so we might have to work for her approval.
I can hear you, you know. I'm willing to branch out, provided the quality is there.
Huh? You heard her, partner. Today's play is about a bunch of mean chairs called the Pleathers. They act all fancy and uptight, but really, they're super fake. Their leader, Scarlet Pleather, bosses everyone around and basically owns the school. Oh my gosh, I just realized. Important question. Are you comfortable singing? Improvising play is one thing, but musical improv is pretty tough, especially if you're new. I won't force it if you don't want to. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be great. Okay, in that case, you can play Scarlet because she gets to sing a lot. Just be a big jerk and own it, and you'll be fine. I'll play Sky, the nerdy girl that the Pleathers like to bully all the time. I just bumped into you in the cafeteria, and things are about to turn ugly. Lights up!
Jeremy acts as though you just bumped her, spilling her imaginary books all over the floor.
Ow! My books! Gee, Scarlet, thanks. But I thought you hated schoolwork. Gasp! But you're a popular girl. And in the zeitgeist of 1980s America, having any kind of academic hobby is somehow worthy of ridicule. That makes you a secret nerd. I would never. Don't be absurd. You'll never out a secret nerd. It must be nice hanging with girlies and not worrying about getting swirlies. Because if they knew you'd be forsaken, I guess that's why. Golly, Scarlet, that ballad really made me feel for you. If you want, I can show you what it's like to be a nerd. We can do a makeover, but in reverse. A make-under. I'll give you glasses, and you can put your hair up in a messy librarian-looking bun. Of course I would. New best friend. Lights down. Well, Miss Mayor, what did you think?
Honestly, I thought it was a little silly. It would have been nice to see some actual bullying before the ballad meant to redeem the bully. Though I admit I do have a soft spot for a cold-hearted lady with a passion for literature, and the song was quite nice. All things considered, not my genre, but you two did a great job attempting to convince me that it was. 3.5 stars.
Harsh, but fair. That's the mayor. Wow. You did great. You're a natural. Be sure to come back on another day if you want to try out another play. Hope to see you again.
Jeremy bows gracefully. A marble Adonis regards you with a critical gaze, completely unembarrassed to be wearing so little in your presence. He gestures to the room around you, wrinkling his sculpted nose.
Oh, a preponderance of dust. Oh. I'm so glad you're here. As the owner, the curator of this house, I feel this must be brought to your attention. Just look at that. The dust has created almost a cake-like texture. Makes it next to impossible to divine any detail or subtlety the piece may possess. Oh, well, it's not as bad as all that. Perhaps it indicates a gentle lack of attentiveness, but that can be remedied.
It's not like it's a red wine stain or sun bleaching, or, and may we be preserved from such, a child with a new box of markers.
Dust is entry level. But even so, we must remain vigilant. Conservation has certainly entered a lowered state of late. But there is always hope. I am forever an optimist. And a pessimist, actually. Oh, and a nihilist. Excellent query. I am art. All and sundry, great and small, art. I am a towering intellectual achievement of profound psycho-spiritual depth. I am a wonderfully ridiculous and whimsical court jester to you, the monarch. I am a passionate, sensual bacchanal. I am a reckless, devil-may-care risk-taker.
He sweeps his arms in a grand gesture, striking a pose that makes him look like the ancient statues he's modeled after.
I am art. Sacred paint, I just love introducing myself. Wasn't that fun? Oh, wonderful! I love being overwhelmed. There's something about losing control that is really very therapeutic. I mean, not all the time, of course. Even a Jackson Salt Lick has some structure. But speaking of overwhelm, I'm wondering if you might be interested in helping me with a project. I confess myself to be slightly overwhelmed by it. Oh, sports! Such an interesting art form, sports. But no, there are other things to speak of just now. I have fully invested myself in the project of turning this house into a gallery. It is by no means required, but for several reasons, I would love your input and assistance. Would you care to join me? I've never had a co-curator before. Yes! Oh, I think so too. A lot of work, perhaps, and it might even become emotional. We just never know what real art is going to bring forth in us, do we? Oh, secret paint, I love the journey. All right, I'll go prepare. I'll see you back here in a bit, and we shall begin.
Unbelievable. You've explored every inch of me. All my forms and shapes. I tried to come off as intimidating, but now I feel a bit exposed. I told you, I'm distrustful of love because of its ability to break your heart. I value friendship because I can rely on it. But you are showing me that I can rely on you. I'm big and strong to keep the bad ones out. But that doesn't mean I can't hold you tighter than anyone else in this house. You've gone and done it.
Almost late. Almost. Thank you. Tell me why you've sought me out, aside from the pleasure of my absolutely sparkling wit and golden company. Well, your judgment is quite sound, it seems. Yes, I'll be happy to help you. My love life may be on hiatus, but as they say, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Timothy looks at you for a few moments, clearly expecting something.
Yes, well... well, let us start with the most important thing, Timeliness, next to godliness, as they say. Of course I'm right. Imagine, if you will, you show up to a date showered and clean, but 2 hours late. Does your cleanliness matter then? I think not. Of course I am, old bean. Oh dear, how me flies. I must away quite soon, but before I go, I want to be sure I've imparted my wisdom to you precisely as I meant to. What did you learn from me today? Exactly! Just so, just so. Just remember, there is always time for timeliness. Now leave me. I've run out of time for this conversation. If you wish to speak again, find me at 3 p.m. Precisely at 3 in the afternoon. Farewell!
Guess you could say so. It's been great hanging out with you lately, but I just can't seem to quiet the storm inside of me. If you don't mind, I'd rather talk about anything or anyone else. Maybe we can talk about some of our friends? My friends always make me happy. Dasha? Whoa, why? Oh, this is all too much for me. I'm a simple table. Let me get back to work.
Welcome back! Today is Wedding Wednesday. Our play is a romance called Marquis, More Kiss. Care to join me? Awesome! Oh, hello, dearie.
My, what a pleasant surprise. We always make time to see the Wedding Wednesday performance, but to think the catalyst for our own love story would walk out on stage. Are you often typecast as a matchmaker, darling?
Hey, you didn't tell me you were experienced. You've been holding out on me. Well, that just means my expectations are even higher than before. Let's get started. No pressure, but Celia and Florence look forward to this one every week. Let's do our best. Woo! Today's play is about a poor duchess, a bride-to-be, left at the altar, played by myself. What will happen to her? Will her true love show up to whisk her away? Or will she have to marry the nefarious Count Lionel instead? Boo! Boo! Count Lionel! Boo!
Dear, hush.
You can play whoever you want in this one. What happens is up to you. Lights up! Oh, Marquis de Marquisio, why have you abandoned me? This was supposed to be the happiest day of our lives. Suddenly, there's a knock at the church door. Bang! Someone enters. That's you. De Marquisio! Oh, thank heavens! Darling, where have you been? We were supposed to be married hours ago. I feared you'd left me at the altar. Oh, I'm so happy! Come, De Marquisio! Let's get married right away.
You dip, Jeremy, but she twists away from your kiss, her face radiating disgust.
Whoa! Huh? Why did she dodge the kiss?
Dear, quiet.
Davenport! Whoa, Yeah. Sorry, that's too much for me. Even if you're in character, it just doesn't feel right. We just met, you know? Maybe we should call it for the day. I'm kind of tired, actually. If that's okay with you two, I know this is your big outing for the week. I hate to cut it short, but... Oh, no. Don't worry about us.
Yes, the important thing is that you're comfortable, darling. Just be sure you rest up so you're ready to impress us next week.
Yeah, sure thing. Oh, fantastic work, as always. Come back on another day if you want to try out another play. Or even today, if you want. You're so much fun to play off of. I'm really looking forward to it.
Jeremy gives a delightful little curtsy.
Welcome back. So, here is my plan of artistic attack. This whole house is going to be a gallery. Right now, I have 4 pieces I'd like to display, and we have 4 really excellent pieces of wall real estate to make use of. And I'd love your help deciding which piece goes best in which place. Let's jump right in, shall we? The first one is this powerful painting of a ship. It's done in the style of J.M.W. Gasburner. He was actually quite troubled. So moody. Shall we talk about it? So, what do you see? Ah, yes. How interesting. What a keen historical eye you possess. This painting does evoke the great naval age of Western Europe, where command of the seas allowed those cultures to assert their dominance to the far reaches of the globe. I have to agree. Although, truthfully, we may be getting to experience the best of that time right now, through art. The art is a doorway, a window, and one that we are free to close whenever we want to. It's truly extraordinary. Do you think we should display this one? Most excellent. Now, on to location. Just here. You have quite an eye, I think. It looks fantastic there. Well done. There are more to go through. The gallery is yet in its infancy. Come back to me here in the attic when you're ready, and we'll do this again. I so enjoy talking about art, no matter your preferences.
Abel is clearly 1,000 miles away. He looks absolutely lost in thought. When he finally notices you, his demeanor doesn't change in the least.
Oh, hey. Sorry, lots to do. All's well here. Huh? Us? You mean you and me? Oh, well, I ain't a real decisive guy. What is it you're looking for us to be? Oh, well, all right. I aim to please. I love you too. Done and done. Guess it can be just that easy, huh? You're the stars to my sun, the brightest lights in the heavens above.
Ah, you've returned. Excellent. I have a very important piece to discuss with you today. This one. Ah, this one. It is Japanese, done in the style of the Muromachi period. For me, it is such a wonderful evocation of the fullness of empty space and the emptiness of presence. What do you think about this piece? Wonderful. Where would you like to begin? That it is. The tree, off-center, but in the foreground that beckons you in. In its relative detail compared to the rest of the image, it's almost an anchor for your conscious attention, while your unconscious mind floats away to the misty mountains in the farther frame. What about the composition touches you? Well, my, I hadn't considered that, but I believe you are right. For an artist to leave so much undone, to almost trust the viewer to complete the image with their own experience, it is brave. It is kind and trusting. The artist is our companion on this journey. You have truly moved me. Shall we display it in the gallery? And what a calm corner that shall be. Where shall we hang it? Like this? Well, 2 wonderful pieces hung up to please the eye. Well done. A few more to go still. Let me get them prepared for viewing, and then feel free to return.